Off to the Hawke's Bay.
Oh. Might take the gin that I just left on the lawn there.
So this is where it all started.
We're moving more and more to treating Syrah like Pinot Noir, so we do a lot of whole cluster fermentation. So not destemming, using whole bunches, because we want more aromatics.
Yeah.
And I think that's that thing, that violet and peppery, sort of white pepper spice note. So we've got two.
It comes through from having more of the wood in there, essentially.
Well, I think that it's more the varietal, like that's one of the characteristics of Syrah as a varietal, that sort of floral spiciness. And so we want to kind of make that the main focus. We want a little bit of, I think the term I like using is nervosity. It's kind of like that little bit of tension. So that sort of lovely purple hued, it's not dark and inky black, but it's got a lovely vibrance to the, And then, that sort of floral, a little bit of white spice, touch of brioche. So the brioche that brioche sort of vanillin character tends to come from the oak. Right. And where that sort of floral spiciness comes from. The spiciness is a bit of oak and fruit. And the thing though with Syrah is not to over oak it.
You're setting a high standard for the gin tasting later on, mate.
Well, it's kind of like it's, with winemaking after, like a hot summer's day here in Hawke's Bay, which we get a lot of. Nice cold G&T at the end of the day. Or during vintage, they go, it takes a lot of beer. A lot of beer to make wine. 18 was a really lovely fruit expression. So all of the 2018 wines are just, they really have got that. And I think that's what's a good example for you to see that 18 Syrah is, that sort of expressive.
There's a lot going on.
Spicy, floral, Anyway, let's go and get these barrels. These are 228 litre Burgundy barrels. And usually the oak is seasoned outdoors for 3 years in Burgundy.
Wow.
So the oak staves are split and then stacked outside, and then the weather leaches all of the really bitter
oils,
sort of allergic tannins and that. Yeah. To be honest, I think these three, picking a choice of these two, two from these three here. So you've got a Syrah, which is a 3-year Allier tight grain, elegant. You've got a Clos Gelée, which is from the Vosges forest, and it's a medium toast. That barrel was produced in 2012, but we first filled it in 2013. And then you've got a tight grain Francois Ferrer. Francois Ferrer is quite a big producer, tight grain and medium plus toast. So this barrel is a selection of oaks that are tight grain. So generally that will be staves that are from the, trying to remember because it's the other way around, on the northern side of the tree. So trees, when they fell, they're 100, 150 years old. So the trees, and they're managed forests. So there's only a certain amount of oak that's available each year, which is why these things are like so freaking expensive. They're $1,500, $1,800 each. They come assembled, and these are the Coopers. So these are the Coopers or the barrel makers who they're produced by. So you've got a Syrah, Francois Ferrer, a Gelée. I would probably be going the Syrah and the Francois Ferrer. A little bit more, medium plus toast, tight grain, a bit more fruit expression.
Francois Ferrer just sounds sexy.
Sounds sexy?
When you said it, I was like, stop.
Francois Ferrer.
How do you feel, Mr. Distiller?
Yeah, excited, pumped. I'm just thinking about all the flavours we could get out of these barrels.
This is how we roll on Fridays.
Yeah.
Come past 12 o'clock, it's like, crack out the Indigenous.
I just got to say thank you so much, Dave. That was just the most extraordinary Like, I don't know if we could have imagined
I just-
how fun and informative and helpful and amazing that was going to be. So I think this is the beginning of just a fantastic little journey. I can't wait.
Brioche.
That's
Magnanimous.
Magnanimous. We'll take it.